We are breaking 7 days a week on the Real Sports Cards app, available on the Google Play and Apple App Store. We've been breaking since 2016 and offer a variety of breaks, including pick your teams and pick your players, random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earned rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions from breaks include a review and a wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged for anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process, where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards that you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And again, we will handle everything from there. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services can now be found as buttons in the description of every break. In case you haven't heard, we now offer direct in-app support for anything you might need from us. Whether you've got a question about a specific break, about shipping, about sending cards to PSA or eBay consignment, or anything else that you might need, this is the place to do it. There are a couple of different ways to get there. Within the app, you can click on Community down at the bottom and then click on Messages up at the top. Then choose either Minnesota or Wisconsin supports to ask your question. Or you can just click into any break and then click the blue support button, and it will automatically open up the support chat for the location that's hosting that particular break. This lets us know exactly which account is asking the question, and it helps ensure that we can get back to you in a timely manner.
What's happening, guys? Emil Senek here with Real Sports Cards. We are live on the late night shift. A little late night close means we are ripping 25 best U football. Something out there. All right, let's get into it. Let me know who's here, up and hanging out with us. We are ready to roll. 12-box sealed case. There she is. This is a thing of beauty. It is 4 autos per box. And we are looking for some heat. We're looking for some game used patches. We're looking for a whole bunch of stuff. Let's get into it. Let me know who's here and hanging out with us. We have got a nice little game used patch right up on top. Let's start it off with Wisconsin. Vinny Anthony II. 1 of 5. Red dual patch auto for the Badgers. That is epic. That's a thick boy right there. Let's see. That should fit in a 169. It is not, though. It's got to be 190. That's crazy. There we go, like a glove. That's a big boy for the Badgers. Wisconsin going to Smart Guys Sports right away. All right, the Shimmer Maddox Madsen. Jaden Greathouse to 175. We've got Sam Levitt, Arizona State Inc. to 99. 2 nice autos back to back. Arizona State going to Rusty. I like it. I like how we're starting right away. Sam Levitt with the refractor. And that is orange to 25 for Texas. Jared Gibson almost blended in with the background. I didn't even realize it. Texas going to the chip case restocker. Jared Gibson, orange refractor to 25. With KC Conception, Texas A&M. on the refractor ink. And I'm going to GPK. Lenore Sellers on the shimmer. Kamari Moulton out of 150. And Eric Singleton with the refractor ink for Auburn. That is box number 1. Ahmad Hardy with a refractor as well. Eli Holstein. Now that's box number 1. All right. Nice little start there. Get everything sleeved up here for you guys. Let me know who's here up on the late night crew with us. We are ripping Topps Chrome Basketball next. Keep on filling things up here, guys. We've got a lot of heat left to be pulled. Let's go. Box 2. It has been a blast of a Saturday night. We've been live all night long. There's a Utah patch auto. We need a little super action here out of Best U. The jumbo patch auto, Utah Utes, Isaac Wilson. And Utah going to Smart Guy. Nice little jumbo patch action there. That up top. All right, Eric Singleton refractor, Jamarian Wilcox on the shimmer. And greatness awaits. Lenore Sellers gold, ink to 50. There we go. Nice on-card ink of Sellers for South Carolina. And South Carolina going to Owald. There's a beauty for you, my friends. We're just going to stack this showcase up. Keep it looking nice. Hudson Clement refractor. And nice Dante Moore gold showpieces. 9 of 50. How sick is that? The Oregon Ducks. Oregon Ducks going to Rusty as well. All right, we'll get this showcase evened out a little bit more. There we go. Everything's on. Almost went a little too far there. There she is. There she is. Let's keep rolling now. We've got greatness awaits. Avery Johnson on the on-card ink case. State going to Mail Durfee. It's a nice Avery auto. We'll knock Jared Gibson on the orange. Making the grade. Gunnar Stockton on the shimmer. Out of 250, Bryant Wesco. And Coy Eakin, Texas Tech. On the ink going to GPK. Followed by Caden Salter on the refractor. Max Clare out of 199. Or box number 2. Again, 12 box sealed case here. Get all the color top loaded up as we go. This is our lone Best U football of the night. We're getting down there on cases. We don't have much more of this stuff left. Patches usually. Oh, we got a patch right there. I'll save that patch for the end. You feel it right up on the top of the pack. All right, let's see what we got here. That is Bo Pribola, the Mizzou QB, Missouri, making their way to Rusty K once again. Keep it rolling, Rusty. Bo Pribola on the dual relic auto. Carson Beck with a refractor. Maddox Madsen on the shimmer. We've got Nigel Hunter, Nebraska, purple ink to 75. Nebraska on the board with their first auto. I think we've got, let's see, for bounties, A&M and Tech, right? So there's two bounties so far with A&M and Tech. Rocco Becht on the refractor. Jerry and Price out of 99. And there's a nice Jaden Baugh refractor auto for the Florida Gators. So that is $10 or $20 paid out so far in bounties. Dawson Pendergrass on the shimmer. Bryson Washington at 250. With Harrison Wallace, there's another $10 for Ole Miss. Going to Smart Guy Sports. Harrison Wallace refractor ink. Lee Beebe with a refractor. Matt Lauder refractor. For box number 3. It's all right. Everyone forgot about Tech. Didn't do much worthwhile. I'm ready to keep ripping. I'll tell you that much. I'm ready to keep ripping. We got basketball up next, close to full. We got Pixar down to 6 spots left. Handful of spots in that football random. Ready to go. We'll pop back in the morning to rip that Topps Chrome updates. All right, I feel a patch right there. We'll save that for the end again. All right, let's see what we got. I need like a conference logo patch here. We've got Carson Beck showing up. Another $10 bounty. Miami on the dual relic auto. There's a beauty. Who grabbed Miami up? They are going to Zach Preston. There you go, Zach. Well, not KC to get Carson Beck up top. Good time to be pulling Carson back. Jaden Greathouse refractor. Steve Angeli shimmer. With Mateo Ukulele, Oregon. Man, we're hitting all the bounties here. Purple ink, number 275. Those Oregon Ducks. He told you. Javian Thomas refractor out of 199. Anthony Rogers. We'll see if he jumps in that thing. There's Quintravion Wisner with the refractor ink, Texas. And Toy Story Spot's got some big upside in that product, huh? Texas going to Chip Case. Anthony Hill on the shimmer for Texas again. Nate Frazier out of 175. With Anthony Hankerson on the Go Beavs inscription auto. Oregon State. Best of ink. Gunnar Stockton on a refractor. Ja'Cory Barney refractor. For box 4. Is Carr still up in that break too? Did you grab a bounty team chip case? I think Texas may have been a late cut, unfortunately, from the college football playoff. All right, we got to get this Wisconsin Badger out of the money mitt here. What are we doing? We got to switch this up. We need a little super action or a little, there's our patch. A super or conference patch? Or both. All right, our patch here. We have got A&M Marcel Reed on the dual relic auto. A&M going to GPK Card World. There's a nice little bounty. on Marcel Reed. I will load up all the credit for you guys on all this right at the end of the break, so you can jump into something else with the credit. Carson Hansen on the Shimmer. D'Angelo Pons, a stud on a 175. And Dawson Pendergrass, Refractor Ink for Baylor. Bo Pribola with the refractor. Luke Altmaier to 99. And Jadarian Price, Notre Dame on the refractor ink. Nice one there for the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame here is going to the CFP guy with the close. Bo Pribola, showpiece of Shimmer. James Peoples to 250. And TJ Parker, Clemson ink to 75. Clemson also sitting up there on that close to the CFP guy. Nick Harbert, refractor. TJ Parker to 199. That is box 5. One more for our halfway point here. One more for our halfway points. We are down to 2 in the college football playoff, and like always, all roads go through Ohio State. Both those teams had to beat Ohio State to get to where they are. I'm going to hold my hat on that. Ohio State's not in the championship. At least the 2 teams that beat us this year are the 2 teams in the championship. All right, let's go box number 6. All right, field patch there. I think the patch is in the same exact spot every single box. All right, let's see what this patch is going to give us. That is, oh, that is a big boy right there. 9 of 10. Fernando Mendoza. Dual patch auto with the Go Hoosiers inscription. Wow. That is ridiculous. Indiana here tonight with a nuke, and the Hoosiers going to you don't know. Yikes, that's a big boy card. And we're going to get that thing mitted up. Let's go. Let's, excuse me. Got some chrome dust in the air. Whew. All right, Vinny Anthony for sure getting the knock now. Let's we can knock Avery Johnson there. That is ridiculous. What a patch auto there. Harrison Wallace, refractor. Bo Pribola on the Shimmer. And Kanye Udo for Arizona State. I think Indiana's free rolling the rest of this break. Anthony Hill, refractor. Caden Salter to 250. With Denzel Boston. Nice blue ink out of 250 for Washington. That card is wild. Field Day. Sam Levitt Shimmer. Whit Weeks to 199 for LSU. And Matt Lauder. Boise State blue ink to 150. I have a feeling it is not going to get better than that Mendoza for our money mid. Eli Stowers refractor. Dallas Wilson refractor for Florida. Box number 6 delivers here tonight. I told you guys the heat was coming in the late night. Those breaks that sit up there a little longer than you'd like. Without a doubt, they're going to deliver. Skill box number 7 now. there's not many cards. There are not many cards in this product that are going to top that. Let's see, I feel a patch there. That one felt like a jumbo patch. I could be wrong. Let's see what we got. All right, it is a little Georgia Tech Malik Rutherford out of 75 on the Georgia Tech Jumbo Patch Auto. All right, that'll play. GT going to the CFP guy. Let's see. Don't think I'm going to knock anything from Malik Rutherford yet. Rocco Becht on the Shimmer. There's Luke Altmaier to 150. And Colin Simmons. Some more Texas ink for the chip case. Devon Dampier Refractor. Eli Sanders Shimmer. And we got a little blue. Kevin Coleman ink out of 150 for Mizzou. And now it's just a test of, okay, is that going to be the biggest card by far? We're going to have a hot case here. Josh Cameron Refractor. Brendan Lewis to 199. And nice Gunnar Stockton Refractor Auto for Georgia. Little $10 bounty for the Georgia spot and the CFP guy. Avery Johnson Refractor. Jamarion Wilcox to 250. We'll take it. We're actually... I'm going to knock Dante Moore to get Gunnar Stockton ink up there. We'll keep the autos rolling up on the showcase. Give me a double money mitt case. How about that? We don't even have to knock it. Just give me something else worthy of the double mitt. All right, 5 left here. Patch there. There's a patch. I just want to do that pack last. All right, here we go. Next up, it is Auburn. Eric Singleton with the dual relic auto for Auburn. I did not see that. I can imagine. I can only imagine. Josh Hoover on the Shimmer. Javarian Thomas on 125. And a little Bryson Washington Refractor Auto for Baylor. Diego Pavia on the Shimmer. Mikey Keene to 99. Want some Bryce, not Mikey. There is nothing there. How about Billy Edwards, the second red Wisconsin auto here tonight? What in the world? Billy Edwards going to Smart Guy Sports on their second red ink. The red patch auto, now the red auto. Man, 2 reds, a black. Miller Moss Refractor, KC Refractor. What else are we going to find? There is, how about another Lenore Sellers auto, blue to 150. South Carolina. Going to Owald. I like it, Owald. Put that right behind the gold. Mazeo Bennett on the refractor. And DeAndre Moore. How about another black refractor? That is 1 of 10 showpieces for Texas in the chip case. Let's go. 1 of 10. We're going to knock Sam Levitt here. I'm getting all the low-numbered stuff up top. I'm getting all the low-numbered stuff up top. 2 black refractors, 2 red refractors now. With the 2 reds being ink, and then black split between an auto and a non-auto. Give me the super now. Show me a super now. Let's go. Feel good about this case, guys. I don't know what it is. I feel good about this case. We need some more jumbos here as well. 4 boxes left. I think this will be our patch. Oh, nope. Guess I have no idea what I'm doing. It's not the same pack. There's our patch. And we've got a little purple. Wisconsin again. Billy Edwards out of 75. All those Badgers showing up for Mr. Smart Guy Sports. Get him off to the side. We got the rest of them on there. We got Malik Murphy with a refractor. John Mateer on the shimmer. And there is Keldrick Falk on our campus crest. Auburn. Making their way to, there's the case hit. Auburn to Mail Durfee. A little Eli Holstein. Best of refractor auto for Pitt. Refractors John Mateer and Ty Simpson. Let's see, John Mateer. Thought it was going to be an auto for sure. There's our auto. Nick Harbor for South Carolina. We can do a little bit better than Keldrick Falk, I think. Refractor Dawson Pendergrass and Ty Simpson for Bama out of 175. With Harrison Wallace, another $10 bounty card for Ole Miss. Best of ink. Shimmer, Fernando Mendoza, and Darius Taylor blue refractor to 150. Brings us to 3 boxes left in the case. Let's top load up this Mendoza shimmer. Get that in with the black. All right, show me something else here. All right, and our patch right up on top. It is Cincinnati. Nice Brennan Sorsby gold patch auto out of 50. Cincy going to Smart Guy Sports. Smart Guy crushing this one. I like the Brennan Sorsby patch auto. Let's see. We're going to knock the Gunner Stockton now. Garrett Nussmeier shimmer. Brennan Sorsby gold to 50 in the same box. With green ink. How about Carson Beck once again? Number 299. Green mini diamond ink. For one of the QBs in the college football playoff championship. Hudson Clement on the refractor. Whit Weeks out of 199. And what do we have here? USC upside down. Weird. Eli Sanders on the base ink. As I need a fresh pack of sleeves here. All right, USC now on the board. What's next? Shimmer, Drake Lindsay, James Peoples to 175. And Baron Martin, Texas Tech refractor ink. Another $10 bounty. We'll count all these up at the very end here. Morton for Texas Tech. Caden Salter on the refractor. Avery Johnson refractor. Brings us to 2 left. So much color in every box. All right, let's start shooting low again. Here we go. 2 boxes left. There's a patch right there. All right, here we go. It is Pitt Eli Holstein on the jumbo patch auto. Pitt here. Going to, I think they're combo spot. There we go. Male Derpy with the Pitt spot. Making the grade, Bryce Underwood Shimmer. Almost looked like a black refractor at first. I did not see any numbering on that, though. There's Anthony Hill, Junior Texas at 250. Refractor. Nope, just a base. There is Upside Down ink once again. Braylon Russell for Arkansas. Shimmer, Eric Singleton, TJ Parker to 199. And James Peoples. There's a $10 bounty out of 99 green ink for Ohio State. John Mateer on the refractor. Ty Simpson refractor. I've seen those guys back-to-back a couple times. And Baron Martin, nice showpieces ink. That's gorgeous. Texas Tech, once again, on-card showpieces auto. We'll go up top. We're going to knock Marcel Reed to get the on-card ink up there. The second Baron Morton auto. Dawson Pendergrass refractor. Mendoza to 175. That'll play for Indiana. That'll play. And we are down, guys, just like that to 1 box left. Let's wrap this up with another banger here. What do you guys say? A little last box mojo time. Here we go, guys. Give me a big patch now to end it. All right, that patch sitting up there. And it is base ink Mark Granowski. Well, that's not the big patch we need to end it. Iowa on the board. That'll play for the Iowa spot, though. Iowa going to Funky. The dual relic auto. Let's go. Malik Murphy refractor. Miller Moss on the shimmer. And Eli Stowers refractor ink for Vandy. Vandy on the board here. Lenora Sellers refractor. Brandon Lewis out of 150. And Josh Cameron with the Baylor Green ink. I think it's almost a guarantee at this point. It's got to be. Shimmer Eli Holstein. Sam Levitt to 75. With Dylan Stewart refractor ink for the Gamecocks. And that, I believe, is going to wrap us up. Nussmeyer on the refractor. Coy Parrish, number to 250. And that is it, my friends. There is our case. Appreciate you guys for filling this thing up. I need some help to rip the next couple breaks here, guys. We are down to 13 left in our Topps basketball mixer. 9 left in our Panini football random. So jump in and get those things filled up. I'm ready to keep ripping. Some great cheap spots and a couple chase spots in basketball. And the 6 full credit back. 6 teams getting full credit back in football. And then some Pixar Gold as well. Can't forget about Pixar Gold. I'm going to keep ripping. I'm going to keep on ripping. All right, let's go here, guys. We're going to recap this one. Starting out with our shimmers. Miller Moss, Eli Holstein, Eric Singleton, Bryce Underwood, Garrett Nussmeyer, Drake Lindsay, John Mateer, Josh Hoover, Diego Pavia, Rocco Becht, Eli Sanders, Bo Privola, Sam Levitt, Carson Hansen, Bo Privola, Steve Angeli, Anthony Hill, Maddox Madsen, Dawson Pendergrass, Jamarion Wilcox, Gunnar Stockton, Maddox Madsen, Lenore Sellers. Refractors here. Dante Mortis then. Malik Murphy, Lenore Sellers, Garrett Nussmeyer, John Mateer, Ty Simpson, Dawson Pendergrass, Hudson Clement, Caden Salter, Avery Johnson, Malik Murphy, Ty Simpson, John Mateer, Dawson Pendergrass, Miller Moss, KC Conception, Mazeo Bennett, Devon Dampier, Josh Cameron, Avery Johnson, Harrison Wallace, Anthony Hill, plus Eli Stowers, Dallas Wilson, Bo Privola, Nick Harbor, Jaden Greathouse, Javian Thomas, Gunnar Stockton, Ja'Cory Barney, Carson Beck, Rocco Becht, Lee Beebe, Matt Lauder, Eric Singleton, Hudson Clement, Caden Salter, Sam Levitt, Ahmad Hardy, Eli Holstein. Number now to 250. We've got Coy Parrish, Anthony Hill, Jamarion Wilcox, Caden Salter, James Peoples, Bryson Washington, Bryant Westco. Out of 199, TJ Parker, Whit Weeks, Brennan Lewis, Whit Weeks, TJ Parker, Anthony Rogers, Max Clare. Number 175, James Peoples, Ty Simpson, Javian Thomas, D'Angelo Pons, Nate Frazier, Jaden Greathouse. Out of 150, Brennan Lewis, Darius Taylor, Luke Altmaier, Kamari Moulton. Out of 75, Sam Levitt. Number to 99, Mikey Keene, Luke Altmaier, Jadarian Price. Gold to 50, Brennan Sorsby, Dante Moore. Orange to 25, Jared Gibson. And then the Campus Crest, Keldrick Falk for Auburn. Bringing us to our ink. Let me sort these autos out real quick. And then we'll sort out which ones are bounty hits so we can get that credit added. All right, base autos to start us off. Pull my list here. We've got Coy Eakin, Eric Singleton, Jaden Baugh, Harrison Wallace, KC Conception, A&M was in, Jadarian Price, Dawson Pendergrass, Anthony Hankerson, Quintravion Wisner, Kanye Udo, Colin Simmons, Bryson Washington, Eli Holstein, Nick Harbor, Harrison Wallace, Gunnar Stockton, Eli Sanders, Baron Morton, Braylon Russell, Eli Stowers, and Dylan Stewart. Blue ink to 150, Matt Lauder, Denzel Boston, Kevin Coleman. Green ink to 99, we've got Sam Levitt, James Peoples, Josh Cameron. Purple ink to 75, Nijah Hunter, Mateo Ugalele, and TJ Parker. And then the Greatness Awaits auto, Avery Johnson. Followed by patch autos here, Marcel Reed, Mark Gronowski, Eric Singleton, Bo Privola, jumbo patch autos, Isaac Wilson, Malik Rutherford, Georgia Tech, was in there, right? Yep, out of 75. Or was Georgia Tech in there? They were not, excuse me. I was thinking of Georgia. JMU, Oregon, Texas Tech, Alabama, Oklahoma, Georgia. Yep. So Georgia Tech was not in. Malik Rutherford out of 75. Eli Holstein, Jumbo Patch Auto, and Billy Edwards out of 75. That will bring us to our showcase. We'll start it off with Lenora Sellers, Blue Ink to 150. And the Gold Greatness Awaits Auto to 50. Nice one there for South Carolina and Owald. Brandon Sorsby, 46 to 50 Jumbo Patch Auto for Cincinnati. That is going to Smart Guys Sports. DeAndre Moore with a Black Refractor to 10. Showpieces for Texas. And the chip case restocker. How about 2 red autos for Wisconsin? Billy Edwards, red refractor to 5. And Vinny Anthony, red patch auto, 1 of 5. Wisconsin, both the Smart Guys Sports. And a whole bunch of bounty hits here left. We have got Texas Tech, Baron Morton, best of auto, and the Bowman Showpieces auto going to GPK. We've got 2 Carson Beck autos, green best of ink to 99. And the dual relic auto there. 2 Carson Becks for Miami. And they are going to Zach Preston. Followed by the money mitt here. Fernando Mendoza Shimmer. Mendoza to 175. And the black dual patch auto, 9 of 10. Fernando Mendoza. Such a nasty card there. And Indiana going to You Don't Know. That, my friends, is going to wrap us up. Let me put all these CFP teams in order here. I think a handful of people are getting 10. Some maybe getting a little bit more. All right, so A&M will be getting 20. Indiana 10. Miami 20. Texas Tech 30. Georgia 10. Ole Miss 20. Ohio State 10. And Oregon with 10 as well. I'm going to load that credit in right after I end this. Let's fill these last few breaks up, guys. Topps Basketball, Panini Football, Tier 1 or 5-star, and Pixar. Let's go. See you guys back here soon.